Telco Sports presented by Grand Lake Health. We are at Marion Local High School to bring you high school girls varsity basketball, where the Minster Wildcats are here to take on the Marion Local Flyers. Tonight's game is brought to you by American Trim, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, NK Telco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Blygem, Precision Strip, Schwiegerman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply Company, Ferguson Construction, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Schwiegerman Incorporated, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Wayne Trail, Cargill, Wagner's IGA, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, The Spot, and St. Mary's Foundry, our fine sponsors here at the hangar at Marion Local High School. Along with Greg Burning, I'm Dave Kanapke. Big MAC matchup tonight between the second place Minster Wildcats and the first place Marion Local Flyers. Minster Wildcats 11-2 on the season, 3-1 in the MAC, number 3 ranked team in Division 4. They've won 2 in a row after having identical scores against Lincoln View and Coldwater, 61-31. Only 2 losses on the season. Greg, another good Minster team.
Yeah, solid group, as you mentioned. A little different than the teams we've seen in the past. Last couple of years have had really good balanced scoring with a lot of presence in the paint. They kind of lost a lot of that this year. Some graduating, obviously, moving on. They're very guard-oriented more this year. A lot of ball pressure, a lot of speed. They get a lot of their points from the perimeter. They got to really get some presence down in their paint to have a good opportunity to play well here today against a good Marion Local team.
And that Marion Local team 13-1 on the season, 4-0 in the MAC. They're number 4 ranked in Division 4 at state. Great year for the Flyers. They were undefeated until they had a loss against Anna on Monday night.
Yeah, good solid team, bringing a lot of returners. Got 3 or 4 scores that hover around that 10-point area. They're just a little bit the opposite. They've got a lot more presence in the paint, and I'm sure Coach Drive looking to dominate there if she can tonight to overtake that Minster presence. But a very good Marion Local team, ranked 4th in the state, Minster ranked 3rd. Should be a fantastic game, and obviously a lot of implications in the MAC. Marion, the only team left with an undefeated record, with a host of teams right behind them at 3-1. Should be a great game.
Should be a great game. Also tournament implications as well. Good crowd here at the hangar. We'll be back with the starting lineups when we return on NK Telco Sports.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpock, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Hangar, Marion, Minster. They're introducing the Minster lineup. That was number 13, Janae Hoying. Now number 4, Ivy Wolf. You see the American Trim starting lineup. Next, number 5, Avery Wolf, a senior, only senior in the lineup. Dana Pranger, number 24. Also number 23, Ella Mesher. Your 5 starters for Coach Wiss in his 4th year. Very successful runs. He's 78-7 entering today's game. Now for the Marion Local Flyers, 13-1 on the season, number 4 ranked. Their American Trim starting lineup. Number 10, Heidi Rethman, the leading scorer, just under 12 points a game. Other guard, number 20, Olivia DeMange, 5'7" sophomore. Another guard, number 23, Sammy Holscher, averages just over 10 points a game for the 5'9" sophomore. Senior Brooke Homan, number 32, averages 6 points a game for the 5'9" senior. And rounding it out in the middle, Elena Pullman, 9 points, 6 rebounds a game for the 5'11" junior. Head coach for the Marion Local Flyers, Beth Stribe, in her 5th year at the helm of the Flyers. Greg, while we got a minute, let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Let's start with the Wildcats.
Thanks, Dave. So we talked about the post game here for Minster. Big key, protecting the paint, the high-low game. Also getting some guard pressure against the Marion Local Flyers, and of course rebounding. We talked about the big advantage for Marion. On the other side for the Marion Local Flyers, their keys kind of just the opposite, right? They gonna get a lot of ball pressure from Minster. They want to make sure they don't let the Minster guards get loose, especially in the paint, and open for those threes. And they're going to try to defend the paint. They want to rebound as much as possible. I really think that's going to decide a lot of this. If Minster can at least have a presence down there and keep Marion from scoring a whole bunch, big key. And obviously the flip side, Minster's going to try to let their guards. Ivy Wolf, the leading scorer in the MAC, at 17 points a game. She'll be a big one to watch here as we get started.
Again, those are your keys, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. And good crowd here at the hangar as Marion Local controls the tip there in their home white uniforms. Pullman with the basketball, tipped away. Wolf comes up with the steal, but we'll have a quick jump ball, but that'll turn it over to the Wildcats.
And if you're Marion, that's what you have to be ready for. Minster is going to dip in and hedge and try to get anything they can do with their guards to take away that advantage in the paint. They're very quick, and they're going to look to take that ball out and get it on the other end to convert to a bucket.
Avery Wolf, the only senior in the starting lineup. She gets the ball back from Hoying. Man-to-man defense for the Flyers. Wildcats riding a 2-game winning streak after they lost their 2nd game of the year to Fort Recovery a couple weeks ago. Last 2 games are identical scores, 61-31 over Lincoln View on Saturday, and Coldwater the previous Thursday, and that's stolen away by the Flyers. Holscher came up with a steal.
A great defense there by Holscher. Wolf going to be a tough matchup for her all night. She does a great job on the first possession.
Holscher usually mostly runs the point for the Flyers. Under Beth Stribe, there's a high-low down to Holman. She got a little bit too far underneath. Rebound for the Wildcats. Try to go past quickly. It's tipped away. Wolf gets it back now to Avery Wolf. Wildcats will reset. Only 2 losses for Minster to Fort Laramie, 2nd game of the season, and then Fort Recovery 2 weeks ago. Wolf will step back out, get it down to Dana Pranger. Guarded closely by Holman, has to kick it out. A long 3 by Wolf, off the mark. And the Wildcats come out empty on that possession.
So far, the guard defensively for Marion Local has been very solid.
Here's the difference here, how they handle the Minster pressure. So they go full court pressure, as they probably will most of the night. They get it ahead to Holscher. She'll go up and draw, and then she travels. Tried to do a spin move and took 1 too many steps.
2 quick turnovers to start the game for Marion. Nothing hurt otherwise. Neither team has hit the scoreboard here so far as we're at 0, 6 minutes on the first quarter clock.
Ball on the floor, and we will have a jump ball. Possession arrow will give it to Marion. Both these teams, fairly good offensive teams. Marion averaging 47 points a game. Minster 59, which leads the MAC. Of course, Marion 13-1. Their only loss was against a very good Anna team on Monday. Flyers only shot 19% from the field. Holscher has to pick up her dribble. So they work it around. Now Rethman with the basketball. She's the leading scorer, just under 12. Now Holscher. That pass will be out of bounds, and defense has been dominant so far, Greg.
Yeah, and there's good pressure by Minster. We talked about it, especially with the guards. Forces Marion into the third turnover, but on the other side as well, Marion has done a nice job defending Minster. Minster's only gotten one shot up thus far and has a couple of turnovers as well, so you hit it right on, Dave, all defense.
Hoying open for the three, off the mark. Rebound Holscher. Sammy will take it across the timeline. She averages 10 points a game. Almost stolen, and it is by Wolf, but she will travel after she caught it. So
what an athletic play defensively by Ivy Wolf. Luckily for Marion, she can't contain it, and they keep it on the possession.
Wolf leads the MAC in steals, like you saw there, scoring three-pointers. Well, she's in the league leaders in a lot of other categories, including free throws and assists. Three-pointer by Rethman, way off. We're still looking for the first points. Pass ahead to Wolf, hangs it in. Nice play. Nice double pump there.
Great transition by Minster off the rebound. And again, we talked about the guards. They're going to quickly attack and then quickly get back. So you got to set up and work this defense like they are here again.
Holscher breaks it to Rethman, now to Mange. Coming up on about halfway through this first quarter, only 2-0 Minster on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first. Rethman too strong. Holscher with the follow. Holman will get the third time as a charm. Senior Brooke Holman sticks it back off the glass to tie us up at 2.
And that's what Marion's going to need throughout the night. Get that inside presence.
Pranger splits the defense on the rebound. It'll be a foul. Looks like it will go against the Flyers. We'll check that. It will go against Pranger on the rebound.
Her first foul. Missed opportunity there. If you're Minster, they do a nice job. Get Pranger with her defense on her backside and can't quite convert.
First substitutions of the game for the Flyers. Molly Winter, number 35, and 21, Molly Rethman. And we have Laura Mox in the game, as well as Kate Larger, number 14 for Minster. And there's a steal by the Wildcats. Hoying will kick it to Mesher off the glass. Doesn't get it to fall.
Yeah, another missed opportunity. Great pass from Janae Hoying. Marion dodges a bullet there, keeps it tied at 2.
That will be tipped away. It will stay with the Flyers. Flyers 13-1. They've had a lot of close games. They've had 3 games go in overtime. They've won 6 games by 6 points or less. It would be a close game tonight as that shot is off the mark. And there's a steal, Rethman, and she will be tripped by Hoying. Or check that on. Yeah, eyes on Hoying, her first.
Second team foul against Minster. No fouls so far for Marion Local.
Pullman in the lane. That is partially blocked by Mesher, followed by Winter. Molly Winter at the right spot with the stick back. Gives the Flyers a lead 4-2.
The offensive rebound so far for the Flyers, a big part of their offense as they take their first lead of the night.
Wolf been guarded by Holscher tonight. Watch that matchup. Larger. Gives it up. Hoying thought about a 3. Trying to work off the screen. That's stolen away by Holscher. Ball on the floor, and she rolls over and, of course, then would travel.
Yeah, good lucky play there, I think, feel like for Minster as Hoying, it was kind of a loose ball, but that's the one that you sometimes see that foul called on. So a break for them as another turnover for Marion Local, gives it back to Minster. Tell both these teams really trying to get their offenses in some sort of rhythm. It's great defense, as you said earlier, on both sides.
Mox with the basketball, top of the key. Has to fight through it. Will draw the first foul on the Flyers.
It's going to be against Winter.
Into the game, we'll have number 22, Mason Pohl, also number 10, senior Mara Smeezing. for the Wildcats. Wildcats probably a little deeper bench than what Marion will go. Marion usually goes about 7. Minster will go 8 or 9. Smeezing with the basketball. Points have definitely been at the premium here tonight. Wolf trying to get open. Picked up right away, has to step back. Underneath and stolen by Holscher. Holscher trying to drive through traffic, throws up a shot. Rebound of the Wildcats. Wildcats trying to push it ahead. Wolf. Pull-up jumper short. Long rebound. Goes in and out of Pullman's hands. It will stay with Minster.
And neither team doing themselves any justice on the shooting so far tonight. Minster catches a break there. That one gets tipped out of bounds. Give them one more possession.
It's almost like both teams, they know how good the defense is. That they get an opening, they almost rush it too
quick.
much.
Yeah, exactly right. Because they've made some nice plays. They had a couple of good seals in the paint from the post players, a couple nice drives and kicks. But you're absolutely right. There's a lot of nerves. I feel like big game. Everybody knows it's a big game. And both defenses really doing a heck of a job here early on.
Marion 4-0, one game ahead of 3 other teams, and there's a nice drive by Ivy Wolf.
You feel like you know she's going to get her points. You don't want to give them that easy, because you know what happens. You start making a couple of those. That deep shot starts to look good again too, and another turnover for the Flyers.
Nice steal by Smeezing. She's able to get it to Wolf through traffic. Pole with the basketball to Mox. Back to Pole. Work around. Wolf for the 3. Foul on the rebound will go against Minster. Foul on Mason Pole, her first, team 3rd. So Ella Mesher will check back in the lineup. So Flyers right now, it's Molly Rethman, DeMange, Heidi Rethman, and Winter, and that will be DeMan's not able to get it in. She's able to get it off of Smeezing's foot, so they'll try it again.
Yeah, heads up play there, trying to get it in, knowing that 5-second count's going away.
And that's swatted away, but Wolf can't save it as Flyers having a hard time inbounding it. Janae Hoying back in the game.
Well, you can tell Coach Wiss wanting to keep his bodies fresh. You touched on it a little bit before, Dave, but he's really got the bodies coming in and out here in the first quarter.
Into Rethman. She'll dribble through traffic. She's being matched up by Hoying tonight. Hoying, a very good defensive guard. And DeMange loses it out of bounds, but they'll say it's off of Wolf.
Yeah, I don't think anybody that's being guarded by Wolf or Hoying want to hold on to the ball very long, because they have their hands on everything.
And Holscher's back in the game. She handles the ball a lot, so Coach Stribe, you know, both these coaches, you want your best players in as long as possible, but you also have to give the rest, so you got to balance that out. Holscher now, she's been guarded by Wolf, and she palms it, turns it over. Looked like she wanted to pass it, and I don't know if somebody moved on her, but she turned it over.
Again, a lot of good defense. I'm not sure we expected this to be 4-4. It's a little over a minute to go in the first quarter, but both these teams really going at it. I think as this next quarter gets going, when we get into the second, third, we'll start to see some more
breaks
points.
open. Wolf finds it. Lead to the Wildcats.
And a great cut by Mesher. Even better recognition by Ivy Wolf.
That will go out of bounds. That'll be a turnover. It'll be Minster basketball with now just under a minute. Wolf to Hoying. Wolf with a long 2, rattles around. Rebound of the Flyers. Homer with a basketball, now to Holscher. Trying to find a teammate, gives it on the wing, but that's tipped away. Seems like almost every pass has a hand in it, both ways.
No doubt, good defense.
Pranger back in, as well as Smeezing in for the Wildcats. Wildcats a number 3 ranked team. The Flyers a number 4 ranked team. These traditional powers in Division 4 matching up in a big one here. And that's tipped away and stolen by Wolf. Avery Wolf with a nice steal. Now Hoying with the basketball, trying to draw the foul on demand. Avery Wolf open for the three. Winner comes up with the rebound, but there'll be a travel. So Molly Winner, tough rebound and pulled it away and travels. So it'll be Minster ball, 22 seconds to go in here in quarter. Minster with a 2-point lead. Mesher to Wolf. It's Hoying. Coach Wish yells out. Looks like they're going for the last shot. Hoying trying to work off a screen underneath Mesher. Can't get it to fall. Rebound, and we have a jump ball. And the possession area will keep it on the Minster side.
Another good opportunity for Minster. Good pass from Janae Hoying, and unable to convert. Marion hanging on to just a 2-point deficit.
3 seconds to go. 3-pointer by Hoying. Battle for the rebound. We've played 1 quarter of basketball here in this battle at the hangar. The Wildcats lead the Flyers 6-4. We'll be right back on NK Telco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NK Telco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gerstner with NK Telco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NK Telco, and we are here for you with Hometown Pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Contact NK Telco at 1-888-NK-TELCO.
Welcome back to Grand Lakes Health's presentation of NK Telco Sports. 1 quarter in the books and a defensive struggle on our First National Bank scoreboard. Wildcats up by 2.
Yeah, it's not been pretty thus far, as we mentioned. A lot of good defense both ways. Marion's actually turned the ball over 10 times that first quarter. Minster not pretty on their side either, but less than half. They've only turned over 5 times, but as you mentioned before the break, Dave, Marion's turnovers have been down at their end of the bucket, so it's not been easy scores for Minster. They're pretty fortunate to come into that first quarter only down 1 bucket.
And there's another turnover as they try to get down to Pullman.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were talking about.
Wolf will do the long 3 and drain it. Stretches the lead to 5.
Yeah, and you got that impression after the end of that first quarter, right? Marion had some opportunities that they were lucky to dodge, that not being one of them, because Minster's had some open shots. Wolf able to hit one there and push out the lead.
9-4. We'll do another 3 to Wolf. 2 in a row. Coach Stribe will call the timeout. Minster's open up the score on our First National Bank scoreboard. They lead 12-4. We'll keep it right here. We'll give us an opportunity to remind you Grand Lake Health presentation of high school athletics on NK Telco Sports is being brought to you by American Trim, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Fly Gem, Precision Strip, Schruderman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Ferguson Construction, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Cy Schruderman Incorporated, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Wayne Trail, Cargill, Wagner's IGA, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, The Spot, and St. Mary's Foundry are our sponsors here tonight. Greg, Coach Stribe with a timeout. Right now, I'm sure she's talking a lot how they got to get the offense going.
Yeah, and really that's what the score felt like at the break. It really did. It felt like Minster should be up by that much because Marion turned the ball over so many times, but Minster's just executing better in the half court. That'll work for Marion right there as they get a free one.
Brooke Coleman off the assist by Holscher. They're able to break the pressure. Hoying thought about a 3 now to Pranger. Dana dribbles back to Avery Wolf, starting 5 in for the Wildcats. Wolf, Hoying, Pranger, and Mesher. Hoing through traffic draws a foul.
And that's really what makes Minster hard to guard. You know, you mentioned the Wolf, Hoing. A lot of penetration. They're all really good passers, and they all can shoot. So they don't need a lot in the paint. They just need a little bit there, somebody ready to receive the ball and take a shot, obviously to rebound. And so far, Minster's done a pretty good job of that. Marion holding their own. They're only down 6. They just need a couple quick turnovers and some points on the offensive side.
Wolf has 10 of the Wildcats' 12 points. Shot by Prenger. Blocked there by Holman as she gets a rebound.
Yeah, great defense in the paint by Brooke Holman.
And Holscher will turn it over.
That's kind of been the story so far of this first quarter and a half. Marion has just struggled to get anything going offensively at all. Any bucket they've gotten has been right at the basket. All the defensive pressure from Minster has really caused them problems.
Hoing now with the basketball. 6-point lead for the Wildcats. Avery Wolf to Mesher. Ella Mesher's only sophomore in this lineup. She goes to the junior Prenger. 6 minutes to go before the first half break. Along with Greg Burning, I'm Dave Kanapke. Glad you're watching with us on NK Telco Sports as a pass goes through the legs. Holman comes up with a steal. Holscher being hounded by Wolf. We'll go in the backcourt. The Mange to Rethman. Right now, the matchup there, Wolf is just throwing the whole offense off there is because they like to go the offense through Holscher.
Yeah, and if you're Marion, you almost wonder if you've got a post player that can handle the ball a little better, because their guards between Hoing and Wolf are just annihilating any any offensive looks that Marion can get so far.
Hoing came up with a steal there. Coach Wish shouts out his play call. Hoing wanted it. Now Wolf. She thought about a 3. She leads the MAC in threes. She's hit 2 already tonight, and now Hoing will do a long 3. Rebound of the Flyers. Holscher trying to get a fast break to Rethman. Almost traveled. She's hounded, and Mesher comes up with a steal. Wildcats are trying to push it ahead. Wolf with a turnaround and falls in.
Yeah, and that's the last place you want to see Ivy Wolf is coming down you with a full head of steam.
Timeout on the floor by the Flyers, or by the Wildcats. We'll be right back on NK Telco Sports.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Plygem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health presentation of NK Telco Sports. As you see some of the state championship banners here at the hangar. Marion Local has a lot of football, basketball, and so on, but right now they're struggling against their rivals. The Wildcats stretching it open a little bit now with an 8-point lead.
Yeah, it forced the Marion now into 14 turnovers here with 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. And as you see, Wolf guarding Holscher is just really giving her an earful this whole first half.
Holscher this time able to draw the foul. Yeah, Marion's having a really hard time just getting in their half-court offense.
Yeah, that's the first foul against Ivy Wolf and the 14th foul against Minster. I think this is the first free throws we've had in the ball game.
I think you're right. Holscher hits the first. Sammy Holscher, a 5'9" sophomore, averaging just over 10 points a game. Hits a pair. Much needed points there for the Flyers. They cut the lead to 6.
They're going to try to get a little pressure here against Minster.
Schmeezing gives it to Hoying as you have the Pullman, a very tall player on top of the zone that they're in right now. Try to pass it to Schmeezing, almost a steal, but a foul will go against Rethman.
Just the first foul against Rethman and just the third team foul against Marion.
3 on Marion, 4 on Minster. As well as defensively played game, you've had very few fouls.
Yeah, I like the change of strategy there, change defense for Marion. Give a little different option and force the turnover.
Now Holscher drives ahead at the elbow. That is short. Long rebound to Mesher. She will to head, and there's a Pullman distracting there. Got a piece of the ball for the Flyers. Pass underneath will go around, and it will go out of bounds. Will stay with the Flyers. He talked about all the turnovers Marion has had, but yet, as many turnovers as had, you think Minster could be way up in this game.
Yeah, like I said, they're pretty fortunate to only be down 6. Minster's only had those couple of big threes from Wolf, and really the offense outside of that has been pretty quiet.
You know, at some point they want to get it underneath to Pullman, and they haven't really been able to get that to him as well. Holscher will drive, pull up, roll in.
A nice move by Holscher to get in the lane there and use her size over Wolf. And just like that, Marion's just down by 4.
Hoying with the 3. Rebound to Schmeezing. Mesher now. Wolf will do the long 3. Too strong. Some long 3s being attempted by the Wildcats. It's Holscher with the basketball, under 3 minutes to go. Flyers have weathered the storm, so to speak, and they've have it down to 4. Rethman hasn't scored yet. To Holscher. There's Pullman off the glass. Nice move. Flyers on a 6-0 run.
Yeah, you were right on cue, Dave, talking about getting in the paint. That's one of the few times Marion's been able to handle the pressure. A great post move there from Elena Pullman. Her first bucket of the night.
Hoying drives in, loses a handle. Holscher comes up with it. Up ahead, Pullman for the layup. Oh, she misses it. Follow not in. And a missed opportunity for the Flyers. They could have tied it. Schmeezing to Mesher. Mesher drives, draws the foul before the shot.
Well, that's the tough part. Boy, if you miss at your end and you're not sprinting back, Minster gets down the floor in a hurry. And that's I think the hard part about playing against Wolf and Hoying. They have great vision. And if you're down the floor for them, they are going to get it to you. Ella Mesher almost converts there for Minster.
Timeout on the floor, full timeout. You're watching girls high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at Cargill.com.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health presentation of NK Telco Sports. The Flyers have pulled within 2 here with 2:09 to go.
A good opportunity here for Minster as they push the ball after a missed shot from Marion and now have it underneath their own basket.
Avery Wolf will inbound it. Ivy Wolf's open for the 3. Rebound by Winter.
3-pointers not going for Minster other than those 2 that Wolf hit early in the second quarter. They've been pretty quiet.
Winter trying to post up. There's Holscher open for the 3. Rebound follow, can't get it to fall. Pole with the rebound. Wolf surveying the court. Drives to the basket and in. Wolf with 14.
A nice drive right down the lane. She's a handful and she comes to the bucket. I think she's a handful everywhere for that matter.
Pullman will let the three go. Pullman with the rebound. Gives it back to Pullman. Another chance for the Flyers. Olsher will pull it back out. Trying to look back to Coach Stride, but not a good thing to do on Wolf there. And Ivy Wolf ties her up.
Yeah, it just takes a split second. She turned the other way, as you mentioned, Dave, and Ivy Wolf reaches right in the cookie jar, ties that up. Turnover will give it back to Minster.
16-12. Ivy Wolf has scored 14 of the Minster 16 points. Only other one that scores Ella Messer on a layup. Junior Mason pulled Wolf under a minute to go. Minster at one time had an 8-point lead. I think was the biggest lead. Wolf again will roll up and will go to the foul line to shoot two.
Well, you think she's driving the bucket and there's not much room there. And she just weaves her way into the paint. She's really good with her left hand. And going to get a chance for a pair here.
Ivy Wolf, the MAC Player of the Year last year. Averaging 19 points, so she rolls that one in. Second in the MAC in free throw percentage. She's over 880 points in her career, so probably later in this season, barring any injury, she'll go over 1,000 points with another year to go.
Season.
Trying to stretch the lead to 6. In and out, and that goes off of Pullman's leg. And the Wildcats will get another possession. Hoying, who took a quick break, will spell Wolf. Avery Wolf. Down to pull to Hoying. 47 seconds. Wildcats just running through their offense here. Runner by Hoying off the mark. Pullman with the rebound. Olsher with the basketball. Flyers have been probably outplayed in this half, but they're hanging in. They're only down by 5 as we have a foul underneath.
Little physical play underneath there by Mason Pohl. She'll be called for the foul.
It's her second. I believe she's the only player with 2 fouls so far. We have not shot a 1-and-1, both teams with 5. Olsher guarded by Hoying this time instead of Wolf. Now Homan to Pullman. She'll turn around and roll off. Rebound by Avery Wolf. Pushing ahead to Prenger. She will travel. Tried to get that layup, and she turns it over with 4.5 seconds to go. Another example, both teams, whenever they get an opportunity, they go a little too fast tonight. Rathman will inbound it. Up ahead to Pullman. She doesn't know what time's there. Rathman will launch a long shot at half court. We played a half of basketball here in this MAC showdown on our First National Bank scoreboard. The Wildcats 17, the Flyers 12. We'll be back with our first half stats here on NK Telco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
Welcome to Grand Lake Health presentation of NK Telco Sports. We're at halftime here at Marion Local High School as the Flyers trail the Wildcats by 5 with the first half numbers. Mr. Greg Burney.
Thanks, Dave. You just see the stats there. Neither team shooting the ball from the field very well at all. Neither really got the free throw 2 times a piece. You see the big discrepancy in rebounds. Marion Local got a lot of offensive rebounds. Unfortunately, couldn't convert those. And on the flip side, had 15 turnovers. They got a little bit of a handle on those late in the second quarter because about a minute into the second quarter, they had 14 turnovers. They only turned the ball over 1 time in the last 6 minutes. So much better job by Marion that helped them creep back into this game. It's really been for the Minster, their, I wouldn't say lack of offense, but their offense has really struggled. They've got open shots, just not been able to convert. They're led by Ivy Wolf, who has 15 of their 17. The other bucket coming from Ella Mesher on the other side for the Flyers. Sammy Holscher has 4. Brooke Homan has 4. Molly Winter 2. Elena Pullman 2. And I'm missing one more. And Sammy, I think I said, yeah, that's it. Molly Winter 2 with 12 points for the Flyers.
Yeah, at one point, Minster had an 8-point lead, and they seemed like they were on the verge of really blowing it open. And give the Flyers credit, like you said, they settled down. Sammy Holscher had some big baskets in there and got right back into the ball game. So we'll see where it takes us here in the second half. Marion undefeated in first place in the MAC, trying to keep their lead by themselves. Is there a quick foul right away?
And I believe that quick foul was against Ivy Wolf, and if it was, it is indeed. That is foul number 2, so something to keep an eye on for Minster.
Holscher with the basketball. The Flyers with their 5 starters starting out the second half. Pullman tries to lob to Homan, and Wolf thought she had it, but it goes off her hands.
Yeah, break there for Marion as that pass was well overthrown. And Minster getting a hand on it, tips it out of bounds.
Pass to Pullman. Holscher comes up with it. Demands back to Holscher. Wolf on Holscher's been one matchup. Also Rethman being guarded by Hoying. Rethman has yet to score. Their leading scorer averages about 12. She gets it, gives it up to Holman. Demands, tries to drive. Pullman loses a handle out of bounds.
So another turnover by Marion, probably not how they wanted to start the half. Good dig in there by the Minster guards to apply a little extra pressure against Pullman in the paint.
Hoying with the basketball. The Wildcats also with their 5 starters. Hoying tries a 3. That's too strong. Rebound by Demange, and she turns it over. Wolf misses the layup. So the Flyers dodge a bullet, and they draw a foul in the backcourt. And fortunately, it looks like Pullman is on the floor.
Plus, she might have hit heads with somebody when she came around that turn. shortly after they turned the ball over.
We'll step aside, but we'll be right back on NK Telco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At CAPT, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
At MINSTER Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler, with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, MINSTER Bank is a supportive member of your community, with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. MINSTER Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Lena Pullman helped off the cord. Hopefully she can return in the second half. It's a big loss for the Flyers.
Yeah, hopefully best wishes to her. Hopefully that's nothing serious.
The Flyers with the basketball. Holscher trying to work on Wolf. Gives it up to DeMange. Neither team has scored here in the second half. DeMange open for the three, off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Holscher comes up with it, but will have a jump ball. And that will go to the Wildcats. Wildcats with the basketball, the two-time defending state champions. 5-point lead. However, their biggest win of the year is they knocked off Bath, undefeated Bath at Bath's holiday tournament by 17 right during the Christmas break. Wolf to her first cousin Avery Wolf. Drives through traffic. She is bumped. Will draw the foul.
Foul goes against number 20, Olivia DeMange.
Be the first Flyer with 3 fouls as Molly Rethman will come in to spell DeMange. You see our winners meets replay. Going to Mesher, jumper in. Nice pick and roll there. Mesher knocks down the jumper. Now a 7-point lead for the Wildcats. Oink swats it away. It will stay with the Flyers. Flyers 13-1, 4-0 in the MAC. They're 1 game ahead of Minster, New Knoxville, and Fort Recovery. This will be the halfway point of the season. Rethman is open, draws the foul. Nice pass, Molly to Heidi Rethman. Heidi Rethman will shoot 2.
And that foul was called against Ivy Wolf. That was her 3rd.
Big call there. As right now, no move by Coach Wuss to take her out as Rethman misses it. Rethman not able to score. As check that, Schmeezing will go to the game to spell Ivy Wolf. Take a look at the replay there. As not a lot of contact, but just a little hand foul. Rethman misses a pair. Rebound by Holman. Winner trying to work her way underneath, draws a foul. So good aggressive job there by Winner posting up. Will shoot 2.
And if you're Minster, fouls against Dana Pranger, it's probably not a terrible foul, even though it's her 2nd, because if she catches that ball, she's got a great seal, good position inside by Winner, probably an easy 2.
We'll say that was before the shot. This is the inbound common foul. 4 fouls on Minster already here in the second half. Rethman, Winter trying to post up on Pranger underneath. Holscher on the wing. All the way over, nice catch by Molly Rethman to Homan. Holscher off the glass and in.
Nice cross-court pass there by the Flyers to get the conversion and cut the lead to 5.
Hoying off the glass, rolls off. Rebound comes out to Mesher, and another chance for the Wildcats. Running their offense right now without Ivy Wolf. Is on the bench with 3 fouls. There's Avery Wolf, in and out on the 3. Rebound of the Flyers. Flyers right now playing without Pullman, who was helped off the floor a couple minutes ago. Holman trying to drive baseline. Gives it up to Rethman. Holscher drives again and scores. Sammy Holscher now with 8.
Great drive again by Holscher, getting a lot more comfortable, surprisingly, with Hoying actually guarding her than Wolf, because they're both really good defenders.
Schmeezing, jumper too strong. Wolf chases it down, but Holscher comes up with it and draws the foul. That will be the 3rd foul on Hoying. So they already have Wolf on the bench with 3. Now Hoying has 3, as we have Kate Larger and Lauren Mox in the lineup.
Yeah, we've noticed, if you watch throughout the game, Minster usually has either Ivy Wolf or Janae Hoying on the floor to handle the ball, and they're leaving Hoying on the court as of right now with 4 minutes to go.
Check that, I might have had that wrong. They only have her with 2 fouls.
I had her as 3 as well,
okay,
unless they marked that differently, but he called out 13, unless he marked that on 14.
No, 14 just came in the lineup at that point.
Yeah,
so
yeah, you're right.
I believe it. I'm with you. I believe it's 3 fouls as Hoying walks it up.
We'll have to keep an eye on that.
Halfway through this 3rd quarter, turnaround by Mox. Rebound Holman. And another foul. Now 6 fouls on the Wildcats as one more, and the Flyers will be shooting 1 and 1. As taking a look on the replay. A good rebound here by Brooke Holman.
Yeah, good strong board. First team foul against Lauren Mox, or I should say first foul, Lauren Mox. 6th team foul, Dave, as you mentioned. And now just a 3-point lead for Minster.
Inbounded to Holscher. She'll break through the pressure. Rethman with a runner, short. Battle for the rebound. Schmeezing gets it, but travels. Or Hoying got it, but travels to stay with the Flyers. 19-16. Minster had a 19-12 lead. Wolf's been on the bench for about 2 to 3 minutes with 3 fouls. She's at 15 with the 19 points for Minster. They will call a foul underneath the basket on the Flyers. Foul on Holscher.
I think actually that foul was on Brooke Homan. That'd be her first. Working in the paint. They've really been, both teams have aggressively, Winter and Homan both have aggressively been posting. Offensive foul called there against Homan, gives it back to Minster.
19-16. Larger with the basketball. There's Schmeezing with the jumper. Rebound Flyers.
When Minster really struggling to get offense outside.
Winner and 1. A little bit of fast break for the Flyers, and Winter converts for the basket. She'll go for the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Yeah, she's done a nice job getting position. You see her there again. Gets a good seal, gets Mox on her hip. And as you mentioned, converts, and now a chance to get the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Misses it. Mesher with the rebound. She's the only starter in the game right now. Jenna Huker in the game for the Wildcats.
I think if you're Coach Wish, you're trying to steal the last 3 minutes of this 3rd quarter, keep your team close, and keep Hoying and Wolf out of foul trouble.
Ball goes out of bounds.
you know, it's not like Minster hasn't had looks, even though Hoying and Marsh Means had a couple little jumpers looks from the side. Mesher's had a look. Pranger's gotten the ball in the paint. It's not like they haven't had opportunities. They just have really struggled outside of Ivy Wolf to make an open shot.
Wolf had 15, Mesher with 4 and 19 points. Larger will drive, kick it over to Schmeezing. Mesher will try a 3, in and out. Rebound of the Flyers. There'll be a foul on Minster, so Marion will be shooting 1-1.
And a good job defensively there for Marion. But again, another good look. Mesher was wide open. Good penetration and kicked the ball out. That foul will go against Mara Schmeezing.
Molly Ratham is shooting 1-1. Janae Hoying and Avery Wolf back in the lineup. Also Dana Pranger, so 3 starters back in the game. So big 1-1 here for the Flyers. Rathman ties it up. 19 to 19. Flyers on a 7-0 run to tie up this ball game. And they stays tied, but to get the rebound, ball on the floor, and we'll have a travel. Looked like it was a jump ball, and I don't think anybody held it long enough for a jump ball, and it ended up being a travel.
Yeah, it looked like an opportunity there for Marion to get another bucket, or at least a shot at one. And as you mentioned, it's going to be a turnover. That'll give it back to Minster. Game even with 2.5 to go in the second quarter.
Great atmosphere, an intense crowd, a very good crowd here on a Thursday night, a big MAC showdown. As the crowd, as that goes out of bounds, we go the Flyers. Of course, the hangar here at Marion Local High School, it's close quarters, the old style gym, and great atmosphere, and we are now tied. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Ball is inbound and stolen away by Schmeezing, and we'll have a jump ball. That will go back to the Flyers.
If you like good physical play, this is your kind of ball game. They have been pushing hard and playing good defense and just really been aggressive both sides. Good basketball.
Referees trying to keep it under control. A tough game to officiate, as Flyers able to hold on to that. Holscher almost gets her pocket pick, but instead draws the foul.
Yeah, the fouls are mounting quite a bit for Minster. That's a second foul on Mara Schmeezing.
Minster has only scored 2 points this whole quarter, as they will bring Ivy Wolf back in the game with 3 fouls. So Mesher had a basket early in the third quarter. They've been scoreless since. Mesher is off on the foul shot. So another opportunity missed to take the lead for the Flyers. Wolf open for the 3. Long rebound. Holster tracks it down.
And dodged a bullet there for the Flyers as Wolf was wide open coming down on the break.
1:42 to go. This showdown here at the hangar. Rathman trying to get open. There's Homan. That is short. Rebound by Wolf. There'll be a foul on the Flyers. That'll be on Holscher.
And it's been pretty much that way all night, where a shot goes up and you better come down with it strong, because it's going to get contested. And Holscher gets caught with her hand in a cookie jar there. Picks up her foul.
4th foul on Marion, 9 already on Minster. So Marion 1 away from the double bonus. Still got 1:15 to go here in the third quarter. Hoying and Ivy Wolf playing with 3 fouls, and then we have a bump there by Rathman.
That is her second foul.
I think the Flyers have Molly Winter with 3, also Olivia DeMange with 3, and also Elena Pullman in the locker room right now after going down about halfway through this quarter. Minster trying to break their scoring drought. 19-19. Wolf will give it up to Avery Wolf. Avery drives, but travels. Looked like she had an opening there, but one too many steps.
Yeah, good defensive stop there for Marion Local. And now going deep against that pressure.
Long pass ahead to Holman. Now Holscher. Holscher the leading scorer for the Flyers with 8. Most of the offense has gone through her. Molly Rethman on the wing. Heidi Rethman. Coming up on 35 seconds in this quarter. Flyers trying to break the tie. It's been a defensive struggle here tonight. And a great atmosphere here at Marion Local High School. Rethman down to 18 seconds. Flyers not necessarily playing for the last shot. They're just trying to get a shot.
Right.
Now Holscher down to 9 seconds. Dribbles through some traffic to Rethman. Pull-up jumper. Off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Not able to fall. We go to the fourth quarter. In this showdown, we are all tied on our First National Bank scoreboard, 19-19. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter on NK Telco Sports.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwieterman Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Hope you're enjoying this Grand Lake Health presentation of NK Telco Sports. As we go to the fourth quarter, we are all tied at 19.
Yeah, it's been a battle, as we mentioned, throughout. Both these teams had a little bit of a disadvantage. Obviously, Pullman not planning to be injured as she went out in the third quarter. And on the other side, Minster getting into foul trouble, so they were without Hoying and Wolf for quite a stretch. Fourth quarter action here. You can't ask for much better than this. Number 3 and number 4 in the state, and it's tied at 19.
Minster only with 2 points in this half. Marion scored 7 in that quarter to tie it up. Had some opportunities to break the tie from the foul line and beyond as that was kicked away. Wildcats with their 5 starters in the game. Flyers with 3 of their starters. Molly Rethman in, Molly Winter in this fourth quarter run. Ivy Wolf rolls it in to break the tie.
Her 17th point of the ball game, leads all scorers and is at her average for the season.
Flyers down by 2. Rethman to the hole and in. Rethman with her first 2 points.
It's that good timing for her to get on the scoreboard. It ties the game back even again.
21-21 on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first. Flyers stay in their man-to-man. They have one possession. They switched to a zone and have Pullman up top. When that both teams have played man-to-man as they post up Wolf, and she draws the foul.
Yeah, you get the feeling they're going to really look for Ivy here in this fourth quarter. And she's drove to the lane. Now she's working in the paint there, posting up. She'll go to the line for a pair.
Wolf breaks the tie. As you see the replay there, our winners meets replay just down the road in Osgood, Ohio. Wolf now with 19. More importantly, gives the Wildcats a 2-point lead as a full court pressure again. Up ahead to Holman. Rethman through some traffic, stolen away by Wolf.
It's great vision by Wolf, just reading the passing lanes on the bounce pass.
To the hole and draws the foul.
She's so good at just working her way into the paint, draws that contact, and really puts it on the official, you know, to make that call. And it's really tough not to. Body, arm, all kinds of contact.
She did a great job of holding that ball away from Holscher there.
And as you mentioned, she's a very good free throw shooter. She now has 20 on the ball game.
Rolls in the second. Now we'll lead at 4, the biggest lead we've had either way. In this ball game, Minster has led almost all of the way. It's at early, very early in the game. Flyers need a basket. 4-point lead seems big in this game. Defensive as it is, and underneath the Holman follow, in by Winter.
Yeah, nice anticipation there in the follow-up by Winter to get the offensive rebound and the bucket. Big bucket, as you mentioned.
Big shot there by Avery Wolf. Answers with a big basket. Her first 2 points gives the lead back to 4.
You hit it. There's a big bucket there for Minster, as they have not gotten any other contributions, I believe, other than Ella Mesher and Ivy Wolf.
Flyers break the press. They try to go underneath the Winner that goes out of bounds, knocked away by Prenger. In the game, Olivia DeMange took Molly Rethman's spot. Also Lauren Mox into the game. Senior in for the sophomore Mesher. Also Mason Poole will check in. Coach Wiss. I think Coach Wiss has played about 10 tonight. Flyers have played 7. So we go down the stretch, 5:45 to go on our First National Bank scoreboard. Flyers down by 4, and a steal by Hoying. 2-on-1, gives it up to Wolf and in.
Pretty basketball there by Minster. We haven't been able to say that a lot here tonight, but they do a great job running the break.
Flyers now down by 6. And it's tipped away. Poole almost came up, but it loses the handle. And they will draw a foul as Winter will go to the line.
And again, another nice job, Molly Winter, getting in the action there, not giving up on the play. Picks up the loose ball. Second foul on Mox, but more importantly, that's the 10th team foul now against Minster. So double bonus the rest of the way for Marion.
Winter's done a nice job off the bench tonight, especially with a Pullman out of the game, averaging over 5 points for the 5'11 sophomore. Cans the first. Molly Rethman back in for DeMange. Winter with the second one. Sophomore with a pair. Cuts the lead back to 4. (29-25) in favor of the Wildcats. Going with the basketball. Coming up on 5 minutes to go. Wildcats spread it out a little bit. So run through a different offense. Turnaround Wolf, another basket. Ivy Wolf money here in the fourth quarter.
25 now. We talked about it. We thought they'd go look for her a little more here down the stretch. We're not even to the stretch yet, but 4.5 minutes. She now has 25 points.
To Rethman. Off the mark. Winter with the rebound. She'll draw another foul. Molly Winter will shoot 2.
That foul's going to go against number 5, Avery Wolf. Her first foul. Winter again doing a great job in the paint. And getting a chance to go back to the free throw line to get some more points on the board for her Flyers, down by 6.
Off on that one. Flyers 13-1. Their only loss was just this past Monday night. They don't want to lose 2 games in the same week. Down by 6 is a rebound by Wolf. Wolf has all 8 points in the fourth quarter for the Wildcats. Check that, as she has 8 of the 12 points here in the fourth quarter. Coming up on 4 minutes to go, Hoying with the basketball. Gives it up to Pohl. Wildcats not in a hurry. They seem like they're trying to isolate Ivy Wolf, and why not? 25 points tonight. Step back 3. Off the mark. Rebound by Pohl. They'll get another possession.
That might be more important than the shot going in for Minster. A great offensive rebound there by Pohl, giving them another opportunity.
Hoying can't convert. Rebound to the Flyers. Possession real critical here, especially the Flyers need a basket here. Reffman to the hoop. Will draw the foul, and Heidi Reffman will shoot 2.
Foul goes against Lauren Mox, her 3rd.
See the drive just rolled off there as Reffman with the free throw. Pranger and Mesher back in the lineup for the Wildcats. 23 and 24. Second one is in. Morris Mazing checks in. It's 2 free throws, cut the lead to 4. Wolf walks it up across the timeline. Now Avery Wolf. Mesher. I don't think the Wildcats are going to be in any type of hurry. It's going to be mostly layups or...
Yeah, it feels like a big possession. Sorry, Dave. Feels like a big possession here.
And it goes into the backcourt. Yeah, they turn it over.
Great job by Marion to keep the defense on, because you feel like Minster's like squeezing this clock a little bit. It's down to 3 minutes, and with their guards, they're pretty tough to come out and go against because they want to spread you out, which is going to leave the paint area open. And there's the perfect example.
Steal by Wolf, and she is fouled before the layup. That pass was just a little bit, not quite, a little bit behind Holscher, and Wolf was right there.
You just don't expect anybody to get to that ball. And she just has such a great reaction to the ball, knows where it's supposed to be, and reads it before it even happens, and just stepped right into that ball. But, you know, like we were saying, now if she makes these free throws, you're at 6 again. I know it's only a couple possessions, but if you get Janae Hoying, look at that, ironically, back in the ball game, now you've got really good ball handlers at 2 or 3 different spots that are really hard to come out and defend, which is going to leave the openings underneath the bucket for those good passes.
Wolf misses it, but Pranger comes up with the rebound, but there'll be a jump ball, but it will stay with Minster. Well, check that. I'm going by the possession arrow on the scoreboard. That is off, so it's Marion's ball. 5-point lead and draws another foul. This time Brooke Holman will go to the line to shoot 2 as they draw the foul on Mesher.
Yeah, and that's the best weapon they probably have right now, because you can't go and run a bunch of time then. Minster getting a little too aggressive there. Gets called for that one.
You know, there's been several points in the game. You feel like Minster's going to pull away. They're going to pull away. And give Marion credit. Holman hits the first one. They keep hanging in there and hanging in there. They have won, as I mentioned earlier, they've won 6 games at 6 points or less. There's a little luck in that, but there's also a little bit of skill on how to win the close games. And now they get it within 3.
That seemed like we were just going to the other end thinking Minster would get to 6 or 8. They miss a free throw, get a turnover. Marion comes back, knocks down a couple free throws, and like you said, it's a 3-point ball game just like that.
Pranger gives it up to Wolf. Mesher thought about a 3 or gave that impression. Now to Ivy Wolf. 26 points for Wolf. Going to Mesher. 8 fouls on Marion as they get a steal. And stolen right back by Wolf. She'll take it in, loses her balance. Rebound goes out of bounds off Minster to be Marion's ball. So the ball changed hands a few times, and for Marion's, they now have the ball down by 3.
That's the good news. The bad news is they got to trigger the ball in bounds underneath their own basket.
They've done better against the press than they were earlier. They were struggling, but they've done better since then. Doesn't seem too sure-handed, but everyone's in a little bit of an adventure. They try to get it. They get it to Holman. Now to Rethman. They like to get it to Holscher, but Rethman will take it up against Hoying. That's not an easy task either. Down by 3. 2 minutes to go. Marion trying to stay all alone in first place in the MAC. Holscher to the basket and one. No, before the basket. That will be before the basket. I think that's a good call, but Holscher will shoot 2.
And it's a foul against Ivy Wolf, if I'm not mistaken, which should be foul number 4.
That's even more important, maybe. As you see here, Holscher just got a little bit. Just done a nice job of getting to the basket. 2 important free throws here. She hits the first.
9th point now for Sammy Holscher.
Holscher on the season, 66% from the line.
Ivy Wolf checks out after that made free throw. I guess you're going to see probably a lot of offense, defense maybe with her. I don't know, but Holscher able to make the pair, brings it within 1.
So Hoying will be the primary ball handler. Wildcats with the ball with a 1-point lead, and Wolf on the bench. Avery Wolf just thought about a 3. Hoying will try to drive. Minster with the ball just up by 1, and there's a pass, almost one out of bounds, but Avery Wolf able to catch it. Minster, at some point, I think they'll put Wolf back in, even with 4 fouls. Hoying tries to get an opening, and ball is lost on the floor. We will have a jump ball. Jump ball will keep it on the Minster side.
Right? Yep.
1:17 to go on our first National Bank scoreboard. Minster clinging to a 1-point lead.
I'm a little surprised they aren't putting Wolf back in now.
Yeah,
on
offense.
Left. That's right. There's a timeout coming.
Coach List will call a timeout. Give us an opportunity to thank our sponsors. Grand Lake Health Presentation of High School Sports on NK Telco Sports is being brought to you by American Trim, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Fly Gem, Precision Strip, Schredeman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Ferguson Construction, Fowler's CV, Wilson Health, Cy Schredeman Incorporated, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Wayne Trail, Cargill, Wagner's IGA, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, The Spot, and St. Mary's Foundry. And on our first National Bank scoreboard with 1:17 to go, Minster with a 1-point lead.
Yeah, this is what we were hoping would happen tonight. You know, number 3, number 4, great environment, big MAC game on the line here. Coach West did enter Ivy Wolf back in the ball game. We kind of thought he might. Hadn't used hardly any of his timeouts. He's got 3 left, so does the Marion. So a lot of opportunity there with just 1:15 to go, back to live action.
Wolf has scored 26 of the 32 points for Minster. The 1-point lead, you don't have to try to score, but that's a long time to keep the basketball as well as we come up on a minute to go. Minster trying to tie Marion Local in first place in the MAC. Number 3 Minster, number 4 Marion. A defensive struggle. It's been quite a game and a good atmosphere here at the hangar.
Well, the time just keeps ticking down to 45.
And they will foul Hoying. Hoying, a pretty good foul shooter in her own right. And that'll be the 9th team foul, so that's the last 1 and 1.
That foul's going to go against Homan. Her 2nd foul.
Janae Hoying shooting the 1 and 1. Junior. 2nd team All-MAC last year, key role in last year's team. Too strong. Rebound to Holscher. Flyers with the basket will take the lead, and Coach Strive with the timeout. Full timeout. We'll step aside. We'll be right back on NK Telco Sports.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it Caring Without Limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health's presentation of NK Telco Sports. After trailing almost all of the game, the Flyers, Greg, now with an opportunity to take the lead, just down by 1 with 36 seconds to go.
And get a shot there of the Marion huddle and a good sign. Hopefully that's just Elena Pullman's ankle. It looks like the ice if you see the bag there. So hopefully that's a good thing for the Flyers and for Elena Pullman. But yeah, back to action, as you said, 1-point game. Boy, if you're Marion, you got 35 seconds here, a little over that. How long do you wait? You know, do you try to go? You try to go back inside to Molly Winter. She's really been their best. Or you get a drive from Sammy Holscher.
Yep.
You've got two options there to work with. Winter's been really good in the paint, but Holscher as well at that time. You just really got to watch your guard play to keep the ball away from that Minster defense.
I think they'll take whenever they get a good shot. At some point, they may have to work a little bit to get that shot. Now Holscher with the basketball. Working against Wolf, who's playing with 4 fouls. Homan in the corner. Winter trying to get open underneath. Holscher down to 19 seconds. Molly Rethman gives it back to Holscher, down to 13 seconds. They lob it underneath. Winter, or Homan with the basket. Brooke Homan with the basket puts the Flyers ahead by 1.
Well, you talked about it before, Dave. When you're in close games, you have to be able to get a little bit of luck, and you got to be used to that pressure. Homan stepped right into that, didn't think about it at all, knocks down that shot, gives them a 1-point lead.
The pass was a little bit into traffic. It was tipped away. Homan comes up with it somehow. And the senior, Brooke Homan, with the turnaround to give the Flyers. We'll take another look.
You can just tell when she caught it. She didn't get excited. As you mentioned, senior, turned in the lane, took the nice jumper, knocks it down. Now they just got to play defense for 6 seconds. I should say just. That's a pretty good team to have to get up and down the floor. Obviously, if you're Marion, you're not wanting the ball in Ivy Wolf's hands. But
that's easier said than done.
I was just going to say, you can't double her because there's a lot of other people in this Minster team that can hurt you, even though they haven't too much tonight. Well, I don't know if you take that chance right now, but you really don't want Ivy Wolf getting ahead of steam. If I'm Coach Wiss, I'm curling her, away from the ball a little bit to get her with a little head of steam and try to get it up and down the floor quickly because she's going to take it out.
She's going to inbound it. I imagine she's going to pass and she will get it back. Minster has 2 timeouts if they want it. So here we go, 6 seconds to go. Minster down by 1. Into Hoying. Hoying will dribble it ahead. And there'll be a double dribble. Turnover to the Flyers. 2.5 seconds to go. Coach Wiss will call a timeout. We'll keep it right here. They inbounded to Hoying. I think at some point it was going to try to get back to Wolf.
Right.
But it wasn't able to.
And I almost wondered when Hoying took it if they were going to try to get it across half court real quick. As you mentioned, they had 2 timeouts. I thought, well, maybe they're going to push it, get across, burn a timeout, try to set something up. Still a little surprised. I know Ivy Wolf is a great passer, but on that play, I'm a little surprised she's not catching that ball. But then again, you could double and triple team that. Not questioning that play, just shocked she wasn't catching it, running it down the floor as well. But then again, she can't catch the ball to shoot it either if she has it in her hands.
Good point. And now as you're Marion, it's 2.5 seconds. They inbounded on the side close to half court. Number one, you don't want to put it back in the backcourt towards the Minster side.
If I'm Marion, you throw it to this end 100%. You Molly Winter's done a great job in the paint. Run her down to the block and throw it up. And if she doesn't get it, they got to hit a full court shot to beat you. If you try to throw it on their end of the floor, we've seen how many times Wolf and Hoying and Wolf and even Ella Mesher have gotten their hands on a ball to steal it to get a decent shot.
And if you're Marion, if you get the ball, you just hold it.
That's right.
You make somebody foul you, you're not going to try to do anything more.
Yeah,
so Rathman will inbound as they stack up all 4 players. And they get it ahead to Molly Rathman. She's fouled immediately by Hoying, and Molly Rathman the line with 1.4 seconds to go.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we were talking about. Don't throw that ball in the backcourt. Get it on your Marion local side of the court. Rathman going to be shooting 2.
Marion takes all their players away from the lane. They don't want a cheap foul. Be 2 shots. Marion, who has trailed this entire game until I think the first basket or 2 of the game. Rathman misses the first one. It's not even a bad strategy to miss this one.
I was just going to say, if you're Minster, you're hoping she makes it, because if she misses, you really don't have any.
You got to get the rebound
and heave it.
If she makes it, now you can throw it in and try to get it in to half court, and you have a chance.
Yeah, the old Christian Leitner play, you know, with Duke. I'm showing my age, but you know, back in the day, Duke did that full court pass in the championship, caught the ball, turned and made a jump shot.
But if you're Coach Stribe now, they're probably talking through this. Now you have to, when you shoot it, if you're trying to miss, you got to hit the rim.
That's right.
You know, and it's hard to.
Yeah.
Your whole life you try to make the shot. Now you're trying to miss it here, but.
I have a feeling she's going to just still try to make it and
take your chances.
Take your chances to play good defense.
So Molly Rathman, the juniors, put a lot of minutes off the bench here tonight, and the Flyers will have battle tonight from behind, trying to seal it here. Now Minster will have people in the lane as they need a quick rebound. Rathman will be short. Mesher, the Wolf, and that will end the ball game. Great game at the hangar. Final score in the First National Bank scoreboard. The hometown Flyers knock off the Wildcats. 33-32. We'll be back to wrap it up on NK Telco Sports.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos system takes the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's, and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Great ball game here at Grand Lakes Health presentation of NK Telco Sports as the Marion local Flyers defeat the Minster Wildcats by 1 in a classic 33-32 with the final numbers, Mr. Greg Burney.
Thanks, Dave. You see our stats here for the game. Neither team shot the ball well at all. Minster just 2 of 17 from three-point range. Marion not doing so great. The free throw line, 11 of 20. A lot of those rebounds on the Marion side, offensive. They did a great job on the glass. And the turnovers got better for Marion. They had 14 in that first quarter and a half of the ball game. Only had about 8 as the ball game went on. So they definitely did a better job handling that Minster defense as the game went on. Scoring individually went like this. First for the visiting Wildcats, Ivy Wolf had 26. Avery Wolf had 2, and Ella Mesher had 4. On the other side, the home team, the Marion local Flyers, Rethman had 4, Heidi Rethman had 4, Molly Rethman had 2, Sammy Holscher 10, Elena Pullman 2, Brooke Holman 8, Molly Winter 8 for their 33. Just a really exciting ball game. Maybe not the most well played by both teams, but we kind of expected it to be physical, good defenses. I think in the paint, Marion really settled down. Ironically, once Pullman got hurt, they really looked at Molly Wintermore inside. That was big for them. And on the flip side, Minster got into some foul trouble, not only with Wolf, but also with Hoying. And that really adjusted or affected how Coach Wiss could work the ball game at that point, and had to really work around those fouls. But great victory there for Marion Local, and a good ball game. Two teams that'll be interesting to see as we go on towards the play or the tournament. Sorry.
You know, it seemed like Minster had an 8-point lead in the first half. It looked like they were going to blow it open. They had a 7-point early second half. They looked like they were going to keep stretching it, but like you said, they had that third quarter where the Flyers got close, and they got it close, and that's the 7th time they've won a close game. And yeah, there's some luck in winning close games, but after a while, there's some method to that when you did that. And Brooke Coleman hits a huge shot there, and was calm on the shot, made the basket, and a huge win for the Flyers.
Yeah, very resilient, because we talked about it late in the game. There was 2.5, 3 minutes to go. Minster was going down with an opportunity to put it to a 6 or 7-point ball game. Instead, they turn it over. Marion goes down, knocks down a couple free throws. They just really were resilient the whole time and kept making those clutch plays when they needed to, and a big one down the stretch.
Flyers go to 14-1 on this season, 5-0 in the MAC to stay in first place. The Wildcats go to 11-3 on the season, 3-2 now in the MAC. Our player of the game brought to you by NK Telco. We mentioned her before, the game-winning shot with about 6 seconds to go, Brooke Coleman.
Yeah, we talked about it during the play, how well she just composed herself. If you're going to win close games, you got to make some big shots. Coleman got a tip pass down through the lane, turnaround jumper in the lane, knocks it down, gave them their 1-point lead that they never relinquished, and come away with the victory.
So congratulations to Brooke, congratulations to the Flyers. Big win for them in the MAC, and also tournament seeding that will happen in a few weeks. I imagine these teams, good chance will meet again down the stretch. We'd like to thank our NK Telco sports crew, our director, Scott Robinson, assisted by Ian Bollheimer and Nolan Emerson. On camera tonight, John Schruderman and Kyle Pranger. For my partner, Greg Burning, I'm Dave Kanapke. Thanks for watching on NK Telco Sports.